What's up YouTube, it's Sean here and I'm back today with my overdue review of this Air Jordan 3 Retro in the Palomino or light Orewood brown colorway. So this is a brand new colorway of the Air Jordan 3 which released back on July 29th. Here in Canada, they released at most major boutiques, including the Closet Inc., which is my go-to shop for Air Jordan Retros and Nike releases. So they're independently owned and operated, located right here in Southern Ontario in Canada. So for all my Canadian viewers out there, if you guys want to support the independent shops, I'll link their website, their social media, all that good stuff down below. So check them out, let me know what you guys think, and be sure to tell them that I sent you. So anyways, these released as I said on July 29th, and they retailed for $200 US or $260 here in Canada. The official colorway for this shoe, although it's nicknamed the Palomino colorway, is actually light Orewood brown, metallic gold, light British tan, and Palomino. And I realized I learned something new today. I had no idea what Palomino was, so I googled it, and apparently it's a breed of horse that features a gold coat with a white or cream colored mane. So I had no idea horses like that existed, so like they say, you learn something new every day. So first things first, here's a quick look at the packaging. So this comes in that split style box like most Air Jordan 3s come with. So on this side it's done in this off-white color, and we have this Jumpman logo done in more of a brownish tone. And then on this left side, we have that signature elephant print, which mimics the look of the elephant print on the shoe itself. So as far as the shoe goes, so silhouette wise, this is your classic Air Jordan 3 look. However, the majority of the upper is constructed using a very unique material. This in real life is a cracked leather, so I know some sneaker blogs were calling it suede, but like I said, this is much more like a cracked leather instead. So you can see we have another overlay of this cracked leather, which wraps around the entire front half of the sneaker, and then overlaid on top of this on the front toe cap, here we have that signature layer of elephant print. So this elephant print is done in a mix of light brown and dark brown, and then moving towards the laces, so the bottom two eyelets, this is covered in this metallic gold circular finish, and then this middle portion is covered in this perforated elephant print, and then the middle three eyelets are constructed out of a brown colored TPU. And then the very top two eyelets, this is also constructed out of a brown colored TPU as well. Beneath this, covering the back half of the shoe, we have more of that cracked leather, and then surrounding the bottom of the heel, we have more of that elephant print once again, and then above this, we have that signature heel tab. This is done in this cream color, and we have this gold colored Jumpman Air branding in the center. And then surrounding the top portion of the ankle collar area, here we have this synthetic nubuck which is perforated, and this is done in more of a beige tone. As far as the laces go, so these come with these flat style laces which is done in this off-white tone. Underneath this we have a synthetic nubuck tongue, so this bottom half is completely perforated, and then the top half of the tongue, this is left smooth. However, we have a Jumpman logo which is embroidered in gold. The back of the tongue and the interior liner of the shoe, this is covered in a grayish brown tone lining. And then as far as the insoles go, so these come with a polyurethane lined insole. But interestingly enough, stamped onto the heel, we have this retro Air Jordan Flight Club branding, which is a random but nice added touch. So the upper of these Air Jordan 3s sits atop this full-length polyurethane foam midsole. So the midsole is primarily painted in the sail color, but we have this brown colored paint covering the top of the back half of the midsole. And then as usual, we have this cutout revealing the air sole unit that's found within the midsole for cushioning. Turning the shoe over to the bottom, so this is your typical Air Jordan 3 outsole, and in this case, it's constructed out of a mix of brown, gray, and off-white colored rubber. We still have that radial style pivot point on the forefoot, and we have Jordan branding running down the center of the heel. So that breaks down the look and the construction of these Palomino Jordan 3s. And for those wondering about sizing, to me these fit like most of my other Air Jordan 3s, so I personally stick true to size and they fit me perfectly. My foot measures as a true size 10, slightly on the wider side, and for recent Air Jordan 3s in the past, let's say 4 to 5 years, going true to size is perfectly fine. Whereas Jordan 3s back in the past, they used to fit more snug in my opinion. I used to go up to a 10.5. So for these guys, there's no need for that unless you have a really wide foot. Otherwise, I feel like most people should be fine just sticking true to size. Next up, in terms of the comfort, so this might be an unpopular opinion, but for me, the Air Jordan 3 is a very comfortable shoe as far as the retro Air Jordan line goes. It's more comfortable to me than an Air Jordan 1, 2, 4, and 5, and maybe it's just because it's a shoe that really fits my foot well, but for some reason, even though the tech is very outdated, it's just one of those shoes that I can wear as just an everyday beater, and they feel totally fine. Whereas for example in Air Jordan 4, maybe it's because they run more narrow, but I just feel like they're just not as comfortable underfoot, and oftentimes wearing Jordan 4s can cause my feet to be in pain at the end of a long day. but your mileage may vary. If you're someone who historically hates how Air Jordan 3s feel, then you'll probably hate these as well. But if you're like me and you like how they feel, then these to you should be great too. Finally, in terms of the quality and the craftsmanship on this pair, so first off, material quality was okay. I'm not a huge fan of this cracked leather. I know it's been adopted on other Jordans in the past as well, but I personally would have preferred a nice premium leather instead. And aside from that though, I noticed that there's a lot of synthetic nubucks on the shoe as well, so it's not the best quality materials I've seen on an Air Jordan 3. But from a build and craftsmanship standpoint, honestly, I don't really have any major issues. For the most part, I thought that the construction of the shoe was pretty solid, no real major issues to complain about. So big picture, generally speaking, I'd say that this is pretty much your average Air Jordan release. So with all that out of the way now, let me toss these on feet. I'll lace them up for you and I'll show you guys how these look. To be honest with you guys, I wasn't completely sold on this colorway when I first saw those initial product leak images, and I have to say that opinion kind of carries forward even though I have these in hand now. I don't know what it is about this colorway, maybe it's just the shade of brown, but in my opinion it's kind of like visually striking, but not really in a good way, if that makes sense. I would have preferred if this brown was a bit more muted maybe. And aside from that though, like I mentioned before, I wasn't crazy about this cracked leather. Maybe what I'm envisioning is more of a premium leather upper with more subtle touches of elephant print, so if Jordan Brand gave us that, I think I'd be a much bigger fan. And as of right now, I believe most stores are still sitting on full size runs, so I would not be surprised if these were heavily marked down eventually down the road. So for anyone that's looking to grab a pair of these that hasn't yet, I'd probably hold off and wait for these to go on sale. So let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about this Palomino Air Jordan 3 Retro, aka the Orewood brown colorway? What are your thoughts on this pair? Is this a shoe that you guys picked up? Are you waiting for these to go on sale maybe? Or was it just not your thing and this was an easy pass for you? If you guys like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. You can follow me on Instagram at esco8, follow my Twitter account at sean.go, and visit my website at seango.ca. So thanks so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoy this review and hopefully it helped you in some way. Another shout out goes out to The Closet Inc. So for all my Canadian viewers out there, links are down below, check them out. So thank you again, and I'll catch you guys all in my next review.